Good morning. It's Monday, March 10th, so back to business. All right, in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it's a fairly common verse, but I don't think we really can quite understand it unless we seriously think about it. It says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Conform to this world. You know, it's so easy to just go along with everything, not make any waves, not cause any problems. But to be conformed, that's being conformed to the world, not having any problems with it. But being transformed means we have transformed our lives to follow Christ, right? And so, for instance, I was looking forward to watching a movie that my husband and I have been watching. It's a series, and I liked it for the most part. It was pretty violent, but I did like it. And then all of a sudden, the new season came out with basically pornography. You know, it's like nowadays we can get away with anything. And so for I don't know how many minutes you saw just plain pornography. And and at first I tried to just kind of like, okay, let it go, but then I realized this is not acceptable. It's not acceptable for my eyes to be seeing this, or for this to be, being watched. Um, and I brought it up to my husband, and of course he's not as spiritual as I am, and he says, "Well, it's a box, and it's just pictures on a box. It's not real." But it was real. It was real actors portraying real things, and it just made me realize I can't. My mind was being offended, but I didn't want to listen at first, because that's what you do when you're watching movies and listening and you're at parties and people are talking. You might be offended, but you're not really doing anything or saying anything. But I had to say, this is it. I'm not watching this anymore. I'm putting a stop to it, because even if I cut out the parts that I don't like, it's still part of the movie, and if I can either take part of it or none of it, and so all of it or none of it. So I decided I'm not going to, and that's being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your mind is now different, and it doesn't accept those things that were, and especially as we get close to the end of the age, these things are going to be happening all the time, and we're accepting them more and more. It starts with celebrities, and it starts with TV, and then internet, and then more and more. And the fact is, children could be watching this show also, because it is on TV. And so, we really need to stop and check ourselves. And if we feel slightly offended or slightly bothered, that is the Holy Spirit telling us, you've already been changed. You've been transformed. This is not something that you can accept. The world accepts it, but you don't have to. So you think about that as you go throughout your day and see what maybe bothers you a little bit and seems wrong. And I think you'll find the Holy Spirit's been talking to you all along. We just don't listen because we think we're supposed to go along with everything. So be transformed, not conformed. Have a great day, and God bless you.